Let's move on to the second official topic today. And the second official topic today comes to us from Fredderich Neils, who writes, "Hi, John. It looks like you were right and MoviePass isn't going to last till the end of the year. The service stopped working for a bit because the company ran out of money. The surge pricing is ridiculous. The reverse stock split backfired. Oh, you have no idea how much it backfired. And now the CEO just admitted that in the future, some movies won't be available, like Mission Impossible wasn't available to some people. At this point, is there any possibility that MoviePass stays in business?" All right, thanks a lot for the question, man. And yeah, so there's been a whole lot, just when you thought there couldn't possibly be any more drama surrounding MoviePass, boom, a whole bunch more drama comes. So it starts with, you remember this happened last week, a lot of you heard about this. MoviePass just stopped working because MoviePass ran out of money. They had no money and therefore couldn't process orders, and they froze. Now, they went out, got like I believe the number was like a $6.2 million lifeline influx of cash so they could keep operating. So there was that, not a good sign. Then this surge pricing thing. I've had so many of you guys tweeting to me showing that MoviePass is like surging on every opening movie on its opening weekend. There's some exceptions, but for most part, you guys are sending me these tweets with these graphics and screen captures you've taken showing that surge, $5 a ticket surcharge, $6 a ticket surcharge, and all these things around. And that's pissing a lot of people off because that's not what MoviePass said it was going to be. And then people couldn't buy tickets for Mission Impossible. And then the CEO put out a public statement saying, yeah, from time to time, you're going to find that some movies aren't available. But hey, lots of streaming services sometimes don't get all the movies. So we're seeing it just compiling up. But here is the worst thing. Now, I know a lot of you guys don't care about finance or business or anything like that, and that's fine. But believe me when I tell you, this is interesting stuff. Here's the worst of it. In the email, Frederick mentioned the reverse stock split. What is a reverse stock split? A reverse stock split is when a company takes a bunch of its shares and says, we're going to merge a bunch of shares. So let's say I owned 30 shares of, I don't know, let's see, Gunner Glasses, the company, right? I'm wearing some Gunners, I'm wearing some more Gunners. Let's say I had 30 shares of Gunner Glasses company. Now Gunner says, hey, you know what? Our stock is only at 30 cents. I'm just making this up, by the way. This is a totally theoretical scenario. Let's say Gunner Glasses comes out and says, hey, our stock right now is only worth 30 cents. We need our stock to be worth more. It has to be over $1 for us to stay listed on the stock exchange. So we are going to do a reverse stock split. We're going to say every 10 shares of stock is now worth 1 share of stock. Right? So when they do that reverse stock split, my 30 shares of stock become 3 shares of stock. But instead of each share only being worth 30 cents, each share is now worth $3. So I still own $9 worth of Gunner Glasses stock. When I had 30 shares at 30 cents each, I had $9 worth of stock. Now I have 3 shares at $3 each. It's still worth $9. So I still own the same amount, right? I own $9 worth of stock. But now the stock is worth $3. So Gunner Glasses can stay listed on the stock exchange. MoviePass went from 30-something a share all the way down to about 8 cents. So last week, MoviePass did this thing called a reverse stock split, where they put, instead of 10 to 1, they did 250 to 1. So every 250 shares of MoviePass's parent company, Helios and Matheson, every 250 shares was now worth 1 share because they needed to get their stock up to above $1. So now the stock was worth $21. On July 25th, their stock was worth $21. Great, because they did the reverse stock split. But here's the problem. On the same day that they did the reverse stock split and got their stock up to $21, the cost of their stock dropped another 50% down to about $10.50, roughly in that neighborhood. So in one day, They did the 250 to 1 stock reverse stock split, got their stock up to $21, and it immediately in one day dropped down to about $10-ish. And it's gotten even worse since then. Here's the timeline. So here's the MoviePass stock timeline. On July 25th, they did the 250 shares to 1 share reverse stock split, and it got their shares up to $21 per share. By the end of the day, the shares dropped to right around $10. That was just 5 days ago. Today, if you go and look at what the shares are worth now, it's dropped all the way down to $1.23. All the way down to $1.23. That means that a share of MoviePass's company, Helios and Matheson, if they didn't do the reverse stock split, each share would be worth half a cent right now. You heard that right. Right around half a cent. It went from $31 a share to around half a cent. They did the 250 to 1 stock split, so it's about $1.23. I mean, look, between the surge pricing, the announcing that some movies, the most popular movies, probably won't be available to you to use, the fact that they're running out of money, and the fact that their stock shares continue to fall at astronomical rates. I said before, I don't believe MoviePass is going to be around by the end of the year. I'm adapting that prediction to saying I don't believe MoviePass is going to be around by the end of October. I think by the end of October, MoviePass is going to be gone. There is simply nothing positive happening for them. And you know, the movie theater chain said one of the reasons we do not support MoviePass right from the beginning is that MoviePass is an unsustainable business model and they're just going to end up disappointing customers. And that's exactly what's happening. That's exactly what's happening. MoviePass has basically admitted saying, yep, our business model was never sustainable. So premium pricing for prime theaters, surge pricing for opening weekend movies, all this kind of stuff, and they're still running out of money. So the drama with MoviePass continues. If you've got a MoviePass card still, ditch it. But even if you want to hold on to it, use it as much as you can. In as much as they'll let you, well, maybe you don't want to use it that much because they're still going to surcharge you $4, $5, $6 every time you go see a movie. But get as much use out of it as you can because I do not believe that by the end of October, this thing's still going to be in business. Anyway, that's just me. All right, let's move on to the third official topic.